There's a story that's going around right now, and I was hearing this story over the past few days. I've been in Las Vegas when I was at the CES convention. And this story, many of you have sent messages to me about this story. They say, hey, Winfield going to speak on this? Well, the story of the woman, Renee Nicole Good. Now, who is this woman? What is up with her? Well, this woman had lost her life at the hands of an ICE agent a few days ago. And it has shocked white America. It shocked white America because this is not supposed to happen. This is supposed to happen to those black Americans, better known as FBA, better known as Solon, better known as Soul Sisters and Soul Brothers. You understand what I'm saying? It's supposed to happen to them. It does not supposed to happen to anyone that is not of the black.
Y'all want black people to protest. Y'all want us to petition. Y'all want us to march. Where were the votes? Where were y'all at in November? Because that's really all we needed from you. That's all we asked of you. Where are the votes? You want us to march? Why don't you march your ass to them polls and vote for Kamala? Every marginalized group want black people to fight. When are we going to win? I'm tired of just fighting for everybody else to win. When do we get the W? Because this funny thing happens. Every time we get out there and start fighting for everybody else gets the W. They get to take home the trophy. They get to take home the ring. But black people just get stuck with the fight. So let's try it the other way. How about y'all fight and we take home the trophy and the ring and the W? How about that?
So there's an online discourse about why Americans aren't rioting, right? Or why we're not protesting. Obviously, part of it is because we know this is an attempt to provoke us into taking action, and that way they can declare martial law and really strip us of the remnants of rights that we have, right? But there's a Canadian on Threads who asked, like, why aren't we rioting and protesting? And somebody responded, like, oh, because we have police officers that are more than happy to pew us in the face. And all I keep thinking about is Black people told us this decades ago. Black people told us about police brutality, about the state police, about like excessive use of force. Like they have told us for decades and nobody believed them. You have movements like BLM and other things and like the ACLU that like try to advocate about this, and they've been telling us for years they're doing it to them, soon they're going to do it to us, right? And there's a spectrum here, right? So modern day, I mean, obviously Latinos are less police, but still hyper police compared to white communities, right? But we were told this for a long time, that state police, well, I guess the police of the state, not literal state, but like sanctioned police officers, authority figures, law enforcement are more than happy to be violent against us, but nobody believed them because they were Black people. And on top of that, everybody would villainize them and make it seem like it was their fault. So this is all part of it. Race and racism is intrinsic to what's happening in all facets of the U.S. government and the overreach and the lack of civil rights and protections.
Hi, I'm Kali.
Benny.
Oh, welcome back. So before you start misunderstanding us or misquoting us, whatever happened to Rene, it is wrong, no matter who it happens to. The police brutality is wrong.
But what I'm noticing right now is something familiar. Once again, people are looking at the Black communities and saying, please lead the fight. But I know this time round, many of us are choosing not to. And people are calling this a moment of a wake-up call or a George Floyd moment for the white. And this is the reason.
Yeah, we want you to understand why that wording feels off to us, because for Black people, this isn't shocking. It's not new. It's something we've been saying for the longest time.
Yes.
And before we say anything, let's watch some videos.
Come there, let's meet there. And all of you need to be arming yourselves in one way or another, whether that's physically or mentally. You need to be ready. There is no talking to evil. There's no having conversations and figuring out things with evil people. And I know you guys don't want to think about fellow people as evil. But guys, villains have always existed, and they always will, unless we do something about them. And we all know that words will do nothing. Peaceful protest at this point should just be left to Black Americans who can sit on their couches while we are in the streets fucking things up like we should be. Because the buck stops here. I don't care if I'm the only fucking one. I'm going to do something about this myself because I have the means, and it was gifted to me at birth. Because that's how this administration works. That's how this country works. I will be looked at with more compassion.
Hello?
I will be on the front lines while they're trying to talk this through with me because they think that we have some sort of kinship because we're white.
Peyton gets it. Shouts out to Peyton. His name is Peyton Vanest. Vanest. He gets it. He's literally doing a call to action for his fellow YT Americans saying, hey, meet me in DC this day, this time, come prepared. Black Americans, the only one that needs to be peacefully protesting at home from their couch, because he knows that his skin color is a form of protection. So for everybody else to be telling us to get out there and fight against ICE for whatever reason, illegal immigration, knowing damn well that they would love for us to be out there to use us for target practice, is diabolical, especially when we have been at the forefront, our ancestors, our lineage, and us, because we've been protesting too, present, like in modern times, we've been at the forefront of every situation when it comes to injustice, especially as it pertains to law enforcement. So when, like, they do need to show up. I've been saying this from the beginning. Like, we don't need to, they need to show up. They need to get as mad as they did on January 6th. Period. Because I don't think that any of us needs to be risking our lives to go out there at this time. Now, if ever comes a point when we need to, then we will put boots to the ground. We know how. We've been doing it for centuries. But to see other black people, other black Americans in particular, calling us lazy, denigrating us, talking down on us because we as a collective are saying, hey, we're not going to go out there. This is not our fight. It's utterly diabolical. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Shouts out, once again, shouts out to Peyton Vaness, because he know what's going on. He gets it.
The blacks have been warning people for years. They've been saying that giving police too much power, trusting the system without question, and ignoring the abuse will eventually hurt everyone. But do you know what people said?
Yes, when we said it, people told us we were overreacting. That was the first comment, that we were overreacting. And we were also making everything about race. They also said we aided the police. And they also said we were being too emotional. So we protested.
Yes, we
spoke up. We even cried. And we lost people.
Yeah, people were buried.
But most of the people were doing what?
People was just scrolling and minding their business. Now suddenly everyone is paying attention.
Yes.
And not because this problem has just started.
It's been there.
And it is because the person who has been affected is a white American.
Yes. It's because this time around, the person who is affected is a white
And now
American.
we need now to protest, and now we need to cry, stop police brutality.
Yeah.
Really?
It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, let me show you something.
And while we're talking about it, Renee Nicole Good is not the first person to be unalived by ICE. Keith Porter Jr. was unalived on New Year's Eve by an off-duty ICE agent in LA. Silvario Villegas Gonzalez was unalived in a traffic stop by an ICE agent near Chicago. And yet the one that gets the most media attention is the white woman. And yet her whiteness was not enough to protect her from being unalived by the ICE Popsicle gang member, Jenry Ruiz Gulian, a Honduran man who died in ICE custody. Sarawit Dijin, a Ethiopian who died in ICE custody. Brian Garzon Rayo, a Colombian man who died in ICE custody. Pete Samalo Montejo, a Filipino national, died in ICE custody. Chao Fengyi, Chinese detainee, died in ICE custody. Shiraz Fatahali Shiwani, Pakistani detainee, died in ICE custody. Fuhad Sadin Al-Dukahir, Eritrean detainee, died in ICE custody. Jean Wilson Brutus, Haitian detainee, died in ICE custody. Nenko Stanevganchev, Bulgarian detainee, died in ICE custody. Leo Cruz Silva, Mexican detainee, died in ICE custody.
Every single one of their names deserve to be said. Every single one of their stories deserve to be told. They should all be getting the equal amount of attention that Renee Nicole Good is getting. One story is not more important than the other. One person's life was not more important than the other. They all deserve to be heard, seen, their stories shared, and justice given to their families. And this also needs to be a pivotal turning point so that y'all understand it's not just us. They're coming for you too. If this doesn't make you angry because those other people being unalive did not, may this be the thing that radicalizes you.
That's uncomfortable to say because just days earlier, a black man by the name Keith Porter was killed by an off-duty ICE agent, and many people never ever heard about this before. Some people don't even know this really happened.
Yeah, so for me, this feels so much uneven. Not because one life matters more than the other one, but because the response, or I can say the reaction, shows why people are reacting. And it also shows who people are reacting to.
Yeah.
Clearly, these people are reacting because this person is a white. And so when the people ask, why aren't people, or why aren't the black people organizing? Why aren't we leading the protests? To me, this is the honest truth. We are tired. Are we?
Of course, yeah.
Why are we tired?
Because we've been saying this for years and you people ignored us.
So sometimes protecting your peace is an act of strength. Resting is not quitting.
Yeah.
Stepping back is not giving up. It is setting a limit. That's for me.
So the blacks are not silent because they don't care. They are quiet because they've already paid the price and the cost of caring early. And now some of the same people who brushed them off are asking them to fix systems they already supported, the rules they defended, the warnings they laughed at. Yeah, you get it?
Yes. So for me, this moment is revealing something very hard to face. It shows how quickly people care, especially when they feel personally affected. So this shows how often the black pain is treated like something normal.
So no, this isn't abandonment. They're like, oh, these people, they like complaining.
Okay, let's keep scrolling. Let's keep scrolling.
We will still speak the truth and we will still support justice.
But we'll not keep putting our bodies, our mind, our lives in the line just to prove what we already proved.
Yeah. Our house has been burning for the longest time.
Yes.
And now that the fire has reached to your house,
ask why you ignored the smoke.
Yeah.
Because we already want everyone. When
and
we were crying,
you watched us. You watched our house burn.
Yes.
And now it's your time for your house to burn. We're just going to watch. Subscribe. Adios.